just happened. $330 million of Bitcoin was stolen. To put that into perspective, it's bigger than the Antwerp diamond heist, the Lufthansa heist that you probably saw in Goodfellas. It was also bigger than the Great Train Robbery in 1963. And if we're talking crypto, it's the 6th largest in history. This was first flagged by Zach XBT, who noticed the unusual wallet movements before anyone else. It was a long-term Bitcoin.
9 hours ago, suspicious transfer was made from a potential victim for 352 BC, $330 million. Theft address, bro. That just looks like someone stood on the keyboard, fam. Big man thing, bro. Shortly after the funds began to be laundered via 6+ instant exchange and swapped for XMR, causing the XMR prices to spike 50%. Someone say that in English for me, bro. What the hell are you talking about, bro?
Bitcoin wallet that was emptied, and it had no obvious ties to exchanges or companies. 3,250 Bitcoin worth about $330 million.
Not even Naira, cha. Not even rupees, dollars, USD. The price gone up as USD. United States dollars, cha.
Was moved in one transaction. So now the thief has the money. What did they do with it? Well, the Bitcoin wasn't just left sitting there. It was brokered 30 million exchanges or companies. 3,250 Bitcoin worth about $330
million don't exist in Naira now. Therefore does.
$million was moved in one transaction. So now the thief has the money. What did they do with it? Well, the Bitcoin wasn't just left sitting there. It was broken down into smaller amounts, around 50 to 100 BTC at a time, pushed rapidly through 6 different instant swap exchanges. These instant swaps don't hold customer funds like large exchanges, and often don't require any deep KYC. They're designed to be very fast, but they do come at a cost. In this case, the thief was paying 1 to 3% in fees on every transaction, meaning millions was sacrificed just to move fast and to not do a KYC. Pretty obvious why they wouldn't do that though. You know, I mean, yeah, that doesn't take a rocket scientist.
I'm confused.
See, the thief's push for privacy didn't stop
I don't know, confused.
there. That Bitcoin got converted into what is crypto's probably most famous
Basically, these men moved the Bitcoin into another coin that shot up because it was in demand.
privacy coin, Monero. And Monero is built very differently to Bitcoin. First, every payment uses a stealth address, so you can't see who's getting the money. Second is something called ring signatures. Every spend is mixed in with fake ones, so no one can tell who actually sent it. That's starting to really muddy the water. Thanks to a thing called ring CT, the amounts are hidden too. You can't even see how much is being moved. And even the network traffic, that's also scrambled using something called Dandelion++. Yeah, that was clearly written to read on a computer, not out loud. But Dandelion++ ultimately makes it impossible to know where the transaction started. In simple terms, once Bitcoin becomes Monero,
this guy like an emo tanks, fam. Big man thing, bro.
Basically impossible to do blockchain analysis. And that'll stay that way unless the thief literally makes a human error, leaking metadata, reusing a wallet, or trying to cash out through a KYC exchange. This money genuinely could be gone for good. When the thief did these swaps, Monero surged 50% in price, from around $227 to $390 in just a few hours. And it wasn't because of new adoption, obviously, it was just new demand, $330 million worth of demand. And that's where things get even more interesting. Monero's liquidity has been getting thinner for months. A lot of major exchanges like OKX, Kraken, and Binance EU have been delisting privacy coins, partly because of growing regulatory pressure. With fewer places to trade and less real depth in the market, a flood of hundreds of millions of dollars, yeah, I mean, it can't be absorbed, right? Like, it just has nowhere to go. The price ripped higher. The first theory is social engineering, tricking someone into giving access rather than breaking in through code or hacking. And Zach XBT mentioned that this heist looks like it could have used something similar to this. Another theory is that it could be North Korea's Lazarus Group, one of the most notorious state-backed hacker groups, tied to some of the biggest crypto thefts in history. But Zach's read on this one so far is that this probably isn't Lazarus. In short, it's too messy. Fast laundering, smaller hops, millions burned in fees. Doesn't really match how this group normally operates. And the last theory is a wallet exploit. This one is probably the most simple and could be also known as a skill issue. An old private key leak, malware. Right now, none of these are confirmed, and there's probably more theories, but these are the ones that I've been able to find. So while this is unfolding, I started to think about this, or probably a little bit too deeply. It made me, I don't know, really think about the fact that we need to think about our security more. The thinking loop. This event also sparks a bigger conversation around privacy coins and what it means for the future of blockchain tech. I mean, privacy was one of the founding reasons for this to exist, but it's now starting to go the other way. Centralization's coming in. There's talk of stablecoin legislation in the US government, and it really puts a spotlight on the tug and pull between protection and privacy.
Bro, this guy's not really helping, bro. Let's watch Tanks' video instead. This guy ain't really helping, fam. I'll be honest, I don't know why I just wasted time watching that bullshit. I don't know why I just watched that bullshit, fam. Man, this one got V's, fam.
So, Broad Day from Active Gang is allegedly involved in one of the biggest crypto thefts in history, totaling an estimated 330 million US dollars. Allegedly, he's been kidnapped, and people are also alleging that he was set up by Dirtbike LB. This is another mad story.
Bro, where did these rumors come from, though? Like, how can someone just make this up? Billy, do you know what's going on? Nah, I don't, bro. How can someone just make this up, though?
Come out of nowhere, guys. We're gonna break down everything we know about.
Chat, did UKL cover it? I didn't even watch UKL story in time, fam. Surely UKL covered it. Let me see UKL story. Let me see if UKL covered it. Let me see. Did you cover the pro dating? UK will actually break it down properly, fam. But obviously, let's see. Tanks probably break it down properly as well, to be fair.
This so far, and guys, remember, this is all alleged. There's no police report, there's nothing official as of now. These are all just rumors, so please take it with a pinch of salt. So we are on Twitter, and this is ZachXBT. He's a known person who exposes crypto scams, as it says here, scam survivor turned 2D investigator. On the 28th of April, he posted this. 9 hours ago, a suspicious transfer was made from a potential victim for 3,520 BTC, which is $330 million. He has the theft address over here, which we're going to look up, and he says shortly after, the funds began to be laundered via 6+ instant exchanges and was swapped for XMR, which is Monero, causing the Monero price to spike by 50%. On the 30th of April, he gave an update saying it is confirmed to be a social engineering theft from an elderly individual in the US. An elderly individual, not even an elderly couple. He gave another update saying so far 7 million plus has been frozen with the help of CF investigators and this guy, Binance security team, and myself, because this guy's a known scam investigator, so he's obviously got direct contact with.
Yeah, chat, say a scammer to no one, by the way. I'm not talking about Tanks, I'm talking about this Zach BT guy.
A lot of these
even Tanks as well. No, I'm joking.
Exchanges probably notified them what's going on, and then Binance managed to freeze 7 million US dollars, which nothing compared. I mean, it's better than nothing, you know, but nothing compared to 330 million. And another update, which was less than 24 hours ago, it says 2 suspects in the $330 million heist include Nina Mo, a Somalian who operates a call scam center in Camden, London, UK, and an accomplice.
Now it's making sense.
Work instead of an O, it's a 0, who assisted with the site /call. They have since deleted their social media account.
Oh, now it's adding up.
Wow. And this is what I was thinking. Look at this comment. It's messed up what they did. I feel bad for the victim, but the amount of work you have to do prior to transferring funds from victim to the threat actor is respectable work. Could use these skills for good, like a large company, big bounties, but they choose this route. And it's true, but there's multiple ways this could have happened, because they did say it's social engineering. So this means that they manipulated the person. If we look up the wallet, look at this. They even written articles here. Monero price surge likely attributable. Attributable.
Oh, swear down.
Attributable. Why can't I say that? That might be the one word I can't say. Monero price surge likely attributable to large hack. Okay, I don't know why I struggle to say that. It says Monero surged as much as 40% early Monday. Look at this. Look at that spike. XMR and BTC. This spike was from them lot converting it to Monero. And for those of you guys that don't know, yeah, any amount of crypto that they've managed to convert to Monero, that's gone. Like, you're not getting that back, bro. You're not getting that back.
Bro, all this crypto, XMR, Monero talk, what the hell are these man talking about, bro?
Done. It's
someone put this in football terms for me, chat. I bet someone put the football terms for me.
Finish. This is the transaction on the blockchain. Look at this. Total amount sent from this address over time, nearly 700 million USD. The total volume for this wallet is 1.4 billion US dollars worth of Bitcoin. 268 million USD, 33 million USD, 30 million USD, another 300 million. What the hell? What the hell, man? These man probably thought it was Christmas, bro. Well, it is Christmas. So Zach has confirmed that it was an elderly victim, and the elderly victim was a victim of manipulation. That's what social engineering is. Now, I'm no crypto expert here, but in order for these guys to have completely disappeared, again, we don't know. No reports have come out yet. They might say, oh, I know this person's face. I know what this person looks like. But assuming they don't know anything about the people involved in taking this money, I think what probably could have happened here is that they researched this person because allegedly the elderly victim is a long-term holder.
I just put on
Bitcoin,
TikTok chat. Someone explained this crypto 330 million situation in football terms. Someone said basically the buyback clause has got an Arsenal win the Champions League type lick. Now that's a shit explanation, man.
They had big.
Lowski's really back in it. Wait for it to pause. See what people say.
Coin when it was nowhere near as
TikTok's Blade the GOAT UK.
expensive as it is now. They've just been holding it for a long time. They figured out who this person was, researched them, pretended to be somebody, maybe a lawyer, or maybe even there's people who even pretend to be police officers, and somehow gained
Monero's
access.
a coin that can't be traced. Okay, now it's making sense. We got the paper and we got the fitness, so we ain't missing out.
To a device that had the seed phrase to the wallet on it. That's what I think might have happened. Because somebody with this much money, I mean, anybody can fall victim to these things, but I just can't see you being manipulated into voluntarily giving up access to your wallet to somebody. I just think the person manipulated their way into the wallet, or maybe they managed to trick the person into opening a link that allowed them to scan their computer and find the seed phrase. It could have been posing to be something else.
This guy's talking from experience. Alright, Tanks, I know what you are, buddy. I know guys like you, Tanks. This guy's speaking from experience. Person
manipulated their way into the wallet, or maybe they managed to trick the person into opening a link that allowed them to scan their computer and find the seed phrase.
And look, he's trying to deliver it like he just suggesting it. He's been there and done that, mate. Allegedly. No, I'm joking. I'm not joking.
It could have been posing to be something else where you needed to verify your identity.
ID tricks someone sending 330 million. That's what I'm saying. That's not making sense, bro. Like, what do you mean someone got manipulated to send 330 million? Like, bro, what's wrong with people? Sometimes I get so mad, bro. When I watch the news, I get so angry. Like, what's going on in the world, bro? How did a man have 330 million worth of Bitcoin and he got tricked and he lost it, bro? How?
And in order for them to verify your identity, they trick you into giving access.
All you needed a passport.
Could have even done. I don't know if you know that YouTuber who plays with these Indian scammers, where the Indian scammers get you to install a remote desktop access software on your computer. Maybe they could have tricked them into doing that, and then they gained access to the seed phrase. There's so many ways this could have happened. We don't know. Apparently, the main culprits involved in this, nobody knows what they look like. They just have Telegram names, or had Telegram names. Now their man are gone. They've disappeared into thin air now. I mean, bro, can you blame these man? I would have been out of here. But the main question that I'm sure you guys want to know: how the hell does Broad Day and LB get into the mix of this?
Please,
my people,
please
before we get
explain
into the next segment, you know, it's going to get juicy. So if you could leave a like on the video, it'd be very much appreciated. It costs nothing, takes no time. Let's go. Well, there's this Twitter.
Let's like the video, chat.
Account called BTC 330M, and there's been a bunch of votes on this account. Look at this. Why'd you delete all your tweets? This account deleted a lot of their tweets, and I can't find the old tweets. I'll try and find them actually. Now, allegedly, this guy was involved in the heist, or had some sort of involvement, and he was exposing, you know, information, but he's taken down all of his tweets since. Even put up a poll yesterday saying the man dem or Zach XBT who will win and pay in time. I actually DM'd him and he responded. I don't think he'll have a problem with me showing this. I said, you got any information you want to share share, bro. And he said, broad day got a big mouth. He was never involved. His brother was sent a few M's out of love from one of the guys involved. And then broad day, like an idiot, tried to buy a watch and feature off of LB, D Block Europe, who told him to go to his house in LA and link Gutter, who kidnapped him for an M. All of this and the real guys who hit the lick are gone into thin air. They only have tags and telly, and that they're Marleys or one of this is called Mo. They will never get.
Wait, what kind of plot twist is that? But what kind of plot twist is that, chat?
He was never involved. His brother was sent a few M's out of love from one of the guys involved. And then broad day, like an idiot, tried to buy a...
Man said few M's out of love. My brethren are too shit. I lie, hoodie. Few M's out of love. Bro, I don't think I'm being loved enough, chat. I don't feel loved anymore, bro. I don't think I'm being loved enough, bro.
Watch and feature off of LB, D Block Europe, who told him to go to his house in...
But ban and feature off LB and a bad investment, though, when you think about it. Like, you can make it ROI, whatever these niggas be saying. That you can make that ROI back.
LA and link Gutter, who kidnapped him for an M. All of this and the real...
But this is all like, this is not facts, though, is it, though, chat? This is just...
guys who hit the lick are gone into thin air. They only have tags and telly, and that they're Marleys or one of this is called Mo. They will never get them because it's Monero. As I said, guys, Monero. Like, you're not tracing that, bro. Now, guys, I have no way to verify if that account is legit, if the person behind it is legit or not. But allegedly now, Gutter from D Block Europe, who I just remember them here. I just remember a D Block Europe song of them saying, "Free my nigga, Gutter, that's my shit." I just remember hearing that, but he must have been out now. He's been out. We all know that LB...
Attack a trim, though, man. Separately, aside from all that stuff, he's been working too hard, but he needs to treat himself to a little taper, man. Mostly I'm hypocritical right now because I've got this thing on, but I don't think I've seen Bro's trim before still.
Lives in Los Angeles. Rumors are going around now and people are putting two and two together thinking that LB lined up Broad Day, got a kidnapped Broad Day and held him ransom for £1 million. And if we go off of what that Twitter account told us, it's because Broad Day has a big mouth when he wasn't even involved. It was his brother who was involved.
What kind of plot twist is that? The LB line Broad Day. So what is the backstory between like DB and AGB for LB to do that, number one? And number two, like if they kidnapped him and held him ransom for an M, then who paid the M?
His brother only got some money because out of love. We don't know what's happening with Broad Day. We don't know if he's still kidnapped in Los Angeles or whatever's going on there. You know what? Thank you guys. Thank you guys for giving me another reason not to go back to Los Angeles, bro. LA, Dubai, bro. The same shit is happening there. The same shit is happening in both places.
Tanks, I got a scorecard for you,
guys. Remember, this is all.
Tanks, I got a scorecard for you, but I want to see you rocking in your video still.
Alleged. We don't know a lot right now. A lot of these things are rumors. And remember, guys, I'm only telling you what is out there. Some things do not need to be made public unless they're made public. I'm not going to make it public, but if it's made public, I'm going to talk about it. Anyway, you guys get it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please be sure to give this video a like, subscribe, and hit a big... Be caught, will they not? I mean, if they don't...
Yeah, man. That's a mad situation.